Who would win in a fight between the skull-crushing Jaguar, which literally has a hecking hydraulic press for a mouth, and the incredibly feral, tiger-beating Sloth bear, which is basically just a juiced-up honey badger? Well, over the next 8 minutes, we'll determine this by analyzing 6 key battle metrics, the first being their size differences. Let's start with the Jaguar. This beast weighs in at around 220 pounds, stands about 2.5 feet tall at the shoulder, and stretches roughly 5.5 feet from nose to the start of the tail. It's not the tallest, but it's built like a gosh darn fridge. It's highly compact, low to the ground, and dense with muscle. Now the sloth bear. This thing is actually a little larger than the jag, as it averages around 260 pounds, stands close to 3 feet at the shoulder, and measures about 6 feet long. It's pretty much a larger animal in every direction. So while the Jaguar's got a stockier, more athletic build, the sloth bear's just a bigger unit overall. More mass, more reach, more body to throw into a fight. So this first round 100% goes to the sloth bear. Next up, we got strength. Now, the Jaguar is an absolute powerhouse. This thing's got a bite force of nearly 1,100 pounds, which is absolutely insane for an animal its size. It doesn't just bite to kill, it bites to crush. It can pierce skulls, crack turtle shells, and turn bones into powder. As mentioned, that jaw is basically a built-in hydraulic press with teeth. But it doesn't stop there. Jaguars are pure muscle from head to tail. They've been seen taking down tapirs weighing around 600 pounds, which is just crazy considering their size. The sloth bear, on the other hand, doesn't have the same jaw strength, as its mouth isn't really made for ending lives. It's designed like a heckin' vacuum cleaner, meant to suck termites out of dirt. But what it does have are arms like sledgehammers. Sloth bears are diggers, so like most bears, their forelimbs are ridiculously powerful. So here's how it breaks down. The Jaguar has the stronger bite by far, but the sloth bear has the stronger arms and better striking power. But overall, I would have to say the Jaguar has a slight edge when it comes to pure strength. So the second round goes to the Jag. Now, before we continue, these videos actually take a lot of time and effort to make, so it would mean the world to me if you could leave a like on the video, as well as maybe commenting your thoughts down below at the end. It truly does help out a lot with the algorithm. Anyways, thanks in advance. The third metric is their weaponry, as it's closely tied to their strength. Both of these animals comes into this fight fully decked out with all sorts of life-cancelling equipment. The Jaguar's #1 weapon is, of course, that bite we just talked about. But it doesn't just have crushing force. It also has 2-inch canines designed to literally puncture skulls. Most big cats go for the throat, but Jaguars almost always go straight for the brain. Just like stoats, they're actually one of the only predators on Earth that kill by biting straight through the skull. They've also got retractable claws on all 4 feet, sharp, curved, and around 2 inches long, perfect for gripping prey or tearing through flesh. They basically have the classic big cat loadout. The sloth bear has a whole different toolkit. Its bite isn't made for killing, but its claws are absolutely brutal, about 4 inches long, fixed in place, and curved like meat hooks. These aren't precision weapons, they're blunt force trauma devices. A single swipe could break ribs, crack skulls, or rip deep into muscle. Sloth bears fight by standing upright and swinging like a brawler, big, heavy, smashing strikes. And they're not just for show. These claws are the same tools used to tear open termite mounds and even defend against life-cancelling tigers. So in the end, it's pretty much finesse versus force. And if things get messy, which they definitely will in this showdown, brute force might have the upper hand in my opinion. But still, in pure damage potential, I think the Jaguar takes this round. Next up, we got to talk about armor. This is always one of the most important metrics in these showdowns. And when it comes to taking hits, one of these animals is clearly built for it. The sloth bear is rocking some serious natural armor. It's got an incredibly thick layer of loose skin and a ridiculously shaggy coat, especially around the neck and shoulders. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, this thing is quite literally a honey badger on steroids. And if there's one thing the ball-biting honey badger is known for, it's being extremely difficult to kill. Their mane can also be up to 12 inches long, and it's not just for style. It actually helps absorb impacts and makes it harder for attackers to get a solid grip or land a clean bite. Even damn tigers have been recorded struggling to bite through it. On top of that, sloth bears have dense muscle and a surprisingly high pain tolerance. There are real cases of sloth bears tanking attacks from adult tigers and walking away all bloodied but not backing down. That's not just tough, that's borderline unkillable. The Jaguar, meanwhile, doesn't really come with built-in armor. Its coat is short and sleek, perfect for stalking through dense jungle, but it offers little protection. The Jaguar's defense is all about not getting hit in the first place, relying on agility, speed, and first strike lethality. It can absolutely take damage, but it's not designed to endure a long, drawn-out brawl. So in terms of raw durability, this one's not even close. The Sloth Bear is a literal walking tank, so this round clearly goes to the bear. Second to last, let's talk speed and stamina, because landing a hit is one thing. The ability to actually last in a brawl is a whole different beast. The Jaguar may look short and a little chunky, but don't let that fool you. It's shockingly quick. Jaguars can hit speeds of up to 50 miles per hour in short bursts. And more importantly, they've got explosive acceleration. They're ambush predators, built for powerful lunges, rapid strikes, and ending things fast. Their reflexes are on point too. They can dodge, weave, and reposition faster than most big cats their size. But like with all these larger cats, they're not marathon runners. If a fight drags on for more than a minute or two, they're going to start feeling it rather quickly. Now, the Sloth Bear isn't fast in a chase, but it's faster than it looks. These guys can hit up to 20 miles per hour when provoked, and their reaction time in a fight is no joke. But where they shine is stamina. Sloth bears have been recorded in brutal fights with tigers that lasted minutes, and they just kept swinging. They're brawlers, built for scrappy, chaotic, dirty endurance battles. So while the Jaguar takes the edge in raw speed and precision, the Sloth bear dominates when it comes to stamina. So we got to call this one a draw. Now lastly, we have to take a look at their individual battle experiences. These animals have been seen going head-to-head with full-grown tigers, and not only holding their own, but actually winning confrontations. They're loud, unpredictable, and fight with reckless aggression. When threatened, they tap into their unholy crackhead energy, making them complete feral creatures. They don't posture or run. They commit completely, and they make even apex predators think twice before instigating. The Jaguar doesn't really share its territory with many threats. It pretty much dominates its environment, taking down caimans and capybaras with pinpoint power. Its bite can crack skulls, and most fights are over before they begin. The only predator I can think of that gives the Jaguar a run for its money is the 6-foot-long giant river otter. They've been seen chasing off jaguars, but usually just from the safety of the water. So, other than fights with other jaguars, we don't really have much data in regards to battle experience, so the bear takes this round as well. So, who would actually win this battle? Well, honestly, this is one of those fights where both might walk away barely alive, if they walk away at all. The Jaguar has the bite, the precision, and the speed to end things quickly, but the Sloth Bear's got the size, the armor, the stamina, and those brutal sledgehammer claws. And in a drawn-out, messy brawl, which this most likely would be, I think the Sloth Bear has the slight edge. It's just built to take a beating and keep swinging. But make no mistake, either one could win, and both would definitely lose a chunk of themselves in the process. But for the sake of the video, I will put the Sloth Bear as the champion. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, then maybe watch some of my other videos on screen. And I guess I'll see you in the next one.